Hey folks, it's Greg and Janet with Strange RV Tours, and today we have a beer review for you. And the beer that we're going to be tasting today is a Roughtail Hoptometrist Double IPA. Never heard of it before. They're out of Oklahoma City. It says on the can, dry, piney, aggressive. Roughtail established 2012, Roughtail Brewing Company. Drink fresh, do not age, of course. And anyhow, it has an IBU of 100 and an alcohol content of 9%.
Wow.
So it's should be very hoppy.
Yeah.
It's going to have a lot of alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm.
It says dry and piney, so I'm expecting pine flavors. So let's put a nose to it and see how she smells.
There you go. You know what kind of pour?
Moser pour.
There we go. Ooh, the golden head on there. That's like real fine bubbles.
Very fine bubbles, and yeah, it's got a darker golden color, almost an amber color to it, and tells me there's going to be some malt in there too.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put a nose to it?
Yeah, I'll do a nose. Wow. Yeah, you get a lot of citrus too. Pine. Huh. Yeah, citrus, pine. Smells good. You're going to like it, I bet. Now my mouth is starting to water.
I'm getting orange peel, caramel. That's probably from the malt. And almost like a toffee aroma. You want to give her a taste? You want to let it settle a little bit more?
I'll get bubbles, but... Wow. I got a lot of bubbles in that. A little bit of fluid, but that, like you said, orange peel, big time. Yeah, orange. And yeah, the pine. Like the pine, the walking through the forest.
Okay.
Did you get
Yeah,
that?
I'm getting orange peel, pine. It's an earthy taste. And some caramel. I'm getting
caramel?
Yeah, I'm getting
caramel.
I'm getting
caramel.
I'm getting a little bit of a sweet flavor that reminds me of caramel. Now, having said that, I like the taste, but it's leaving a bitter aftertaste. Not bad. It's just a bitter aftertaste, and it is. I can definitely tell the hops in it.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's not. This one last week you had a real bitter. Like this one, and it's at 100.
100 IBU.
Wow.
So it's very hoppy.
Yeah. I'm getting. Yeah, the hops all over the place.
Now, surprisingly, what I'm not getting from it is the high alcohol content taste.
Oh, really?
Which is good.
I feel a little bit of the warmth, but not the taste of it. The warmth, I can feel the warmth from it, but I'm not getting that like a liquor type sensation. It's more like the warmth from a liquor.
Now, I would say this is a medium-bodied beer, and this would be good with something that has a bold flavor. If you're eating barbecue, steak. Yeah.
And we're gonna have beef tips for dinner, so
Cool. But yeah, it's good beer. It's good beer.
It is.
The bitterness that I'm getting is actually after I swallow the beer and relax for a minute. I can feel it in the back of my throat and on the back of my tongue. Like I said, it's not a bad bitterness, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But it's hoppy. It's good. It's not real clear. Let me see. Can you see your fingers to it? The glass is all fogged up because it's cold. Well, you can't really see through it, but it's got a nice, thick foam. It's like not Guinness thick, but it's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
It's lacing on the glass really
good.
And
it makes a good head. Yeah, it's lacing very well.
Mm-hmm. But like you said, it's 9. So
this is one of the most confusing beers that I've reviewed. Because usually when I get that bitterness,
mm-hmm.
I don't like the beer. But I like this beer.
Yeah?
I like it a lot. It has a big, bold, filling flavor, which I like.
Mm-hmm.
The worst...
Real bubbly.
For me, the worst beer would be a double IPA that is not a big, fulfilling beer. Because then you end up, in an afternoon, you drink 3 or 4 of them and you're completely smashed. Whereas this one,
you can't.
1 or 2 would be it.
You can't really chug-a-lug it either.
Yeah.
It's really carbonated.
So
there's a lot of bubbles.
If you decide to try this beer, watch how much you drink.
Mm-hmm.
Don't drink and drive with this, because this is a high alcohol content beer.
Mm-hmm. When you first put it in your mouth, it's like a burst of the orange.
Mm-hmm.
A burst of the orange. Like a blood orange, though. I think. Not just...
Well, I'm getting the more that I drink of it, I get more of the orange and less of the pine. But I still get that caramel sweetness, which is nice.
Yeah. See, my mouth is salivating.
Yeah,
because it's good.
Mine too.
It's good. And I'm not getting the bitter in the back end like you are. But, I just tasted the beef tips and they're good.
All right. I'm going to give this beer 0 to 100. I'm going to give it an 80.
Yeah. Being a double, a lot of these doubles are just too, like, the hops is like, and you can taste the alcohol. I'm right there with you. I'm saying, like, I like that one better than most any of the other doubles. I'll give it like an 85.
Okay.
I like it. And it's not a gulping beer, in which it's nice. This is like having, in the club, the men's room. What do you guys call?
The men's room.
Not the men's room.
I don't know many people. How many guys do you think?
Not the men's room.
How many guys do you think
what I mean?
Go over to the bartender and they
say,
where
all the guys go to the other library with their smoking jackets and their cigars. What do you call that? Like after dinner drinks, where the men in the old days.
The cigar lounge drinks.
Yeah,
I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how many guys do you think at the club go up to the bartender and say, I need a double IPA, a really good one, because I'm going to be in the restroom.
No.
And then they go to I can just imagine this. The guys all go into the restroom like this. The club's empty. The restroom is full of about 80 guys. They're all standing around. There's 6 or 8 of them at the urinal doing their business, and they're looking at each other going, want to try mine?
I didn't mean, like after dinner drinks, like the smoking lounge or something. Like you see on the movies from the, older days. And you have something, this is better than like a brandy. I
wouldn't know. I've only had one brandy in my life, and I didn't care for it.
Yeah. So. Or Crown or whatever you want.
But it's a very good beer, very drinkable, very enjoyable, and I think it's full-bodied, but it's kind of a medium-bodied beer, but it has that full-bodied flavor. So
it's pretty good, y'all.
All right, I already gave it an 80.
Yeah. So you want to see this label? It's kind of neat. I can't see it very good. What is that guy with glasses? What is that?
That is the hoptometrist putting this thing together.
Oh, a hoptometrist. Here you go.
Yeah.
That's a mad scientist.
It's a good beer. And you know what? This may be the first craft beer I've ever had out of Oklahoma. So
really?
If other Oklahoma area are brewing IPAs similar to this style, I'm going to have to make a trip up to Oklahoma for 3 or 4 days.
Let's do it. Let's load up the cats, the dogs, and
forget it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed this beer review. If you did, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the little bell down in the corner. And until next time, go out and enjoy a great beer and spend lots of time with your family. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Strange RV tours will take you places with Greg and Janet's smiling faces. You might see a crazy flavored soda review or some tips to fix your RV too. So come along, won't you join us, friend, as we discover what's around the bend. Just sit right back in your easy chair. Strange RV Tours is on the air. Strange RV Tours is on the air.